Well, hello everyone. This is Carmelo Pinzoni, April 6, 2024. So I got my new Canon camera, ZV-E10 camera. So we're going to go ahead and do some recording today. We're going to go ahead and take a drive over from my condo over to the Skyline casino today. We're going to test this out to see how this is going to work with the stabilization and with the nice sunny weather that we have out here. So all right there, folks. So I got Fox News on the radio here because I can't have any music on because it's copyrighted music there. So this way I'm posting stuff that is non-copyrighted. So hopefully news stations are not copyrighted material. So we'll see what happens with that. Otherwise, here's yours truly here behind all the scenes of the video poker that you have seen earlier this year. Let me turn that down there. Earlier this year with all the 4 aces and the 4s this and all the aces and faces bonus poker I did over the last couple weeks. And I haven't been recording because I just got this new camera here. I was waiting on a new lens to come in so I can do some recording later on at the casinos, because since that everything is so close to you with the screens, you need a lower millimeter on the lens there. So I got an 11 or a 10 millimeter lens that we're going to try out today. We're going to see what we're going to do here. So we're going to record with 16 millimeter lens, and that's all I'm going to say there. I don't know about the aperture. I think it's 5.6 or something like that there. And again, I'm not a professional with camera photography, but I'm just learning how to do some basic recording and different things I like to post on the YouTube. So if you like what you see here, give me a thumbs up on my channel on the YouTube and subscribe, and we're going to have other different kind of videos of video poker in the near future with my new camera here, new Sony camera here. See what happens. All right, radio's on, seatbelt on.
Cameras caught 2 migrants trying to slip through the holes in our border fence in New Mexico. You know, like Arizona, that stays.
Everything is level. Video starts right now. 3, 2, 1. Vehicle starting.
Hi, Eric. There's pretty much a steady stream of illegal migrant activity here, kind of a cat and mouse game with Border Patrol and the migrants. And we have had several moments over the past day where we could clearly see scouts and probably cartel coyotes monitoring us, also running from us and trying to hide the groups that they are guiding.
All right, let's go. Let's go to Skyline Casino.
They'll throw rocks and defend the migrants that they're smuggling. We only spent a few minutes on this mountain before we came face to face with a group of about 15 illegal migrants who breezed right past us. Also here in Sutherland Park, New Mexico, our crews spotted many holes in our border wall. In fact, 2 men trying to climb into one of the holes, but they saw us and took off running towards Mexico. They screamed at us, "Let us cross. Why are you so racist?"
So I got this camcorder or camera mounted on a tripod. I got 2 legs on the floor and one of the legs is sitting on the seat here. So we're going to see what's going to happen in terms of the stability and the levelness of the camera.
Right after they crossed into New Mexico, Border Patrol agents dragged tires to smooth paths so they can easily spot footsteps. We're outside of Sutherland Park, New Mexico in the El Paso sector. We're walking along what's referred to as the Obama Wall, and Border Patrol points out these holes in the wall. They say cartels cut them to smuggle humans through. They're referred to as doggy doors, and Border Patrol says they're so...
The temperature today is 62 degrees, moderate wind from the north, so it's kind of a cool day today here, but we're not complaining because the heat's just around the corner.
Scouts on the peaks who are looking down at us. Border Patrol tells us that they try to work smarter, not harder, and allow the migrant groups to come down to ground level, and that's where they try to apprehend them and make arrests. Eric.
Yeah, that's amazing. I've been to Sutherland Park. There's an area there, Matt. You can have one leg in the United States, and if one so wanted, you can move your other leg and have it in Mexico. Do not try that. I was told that if you did that, you'd get either arrested or you'd have to go back up to the legal crossing. But that just shows how easy it could be. Matt, thank you.
Yeah, Eric.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, Eric, you know, Border Patrol told us yesterday, one of the agents we were talking to, he said that he feels like Border Patrol has lost control over this particular mountain. He said, it's not ours anymore, it's theirs, referring to the human smugglers, Eric.
Wow. All right, Matt, thanks so much. Martha?
All right, let's go back to the northeast, where northeasterners are bracing.
Horizon Ridge and Green Valley Parkway. Heading east.
Centered in New Jersey, the U.S. Geological Service reports nearly a dozen aftershocks so far, the strongest a magnitude 3.8. That was yesterday afternoon. Let's bring in earthquake expert Professor John Wallace from UCLA School of Engineering. So, Professor, I'll start first and ask, when will the aftershocks end?
Well, they might go on for quite a while, but they'll tend to get smaller and smaller and get to a point where people aren't even going to notice them anymore.
Mm-hmm. And this event, of course, was shocking to the folks in the Northeast. And can we expect to see more earthquakes in areas where they don't normally take place?
They're rare. I mean, in New York City, it's been, more than 100 years since there's been a 5.0 or larger. I think it was 1884. Occasionally we get a significant earthquake like the one in Virginia about 10 years ago that shook Washington, D.C. and the Washington Monument. But those are rare earthquakes, and so far they're fairly small. Below 5 or so is just not strong enough to cause damage to buildings unless they're very old and brittle buildings.
And again, you're from LA and from UCLA School of Engineering. And I was wondering, what are your thoughts from those points of expertise? And if you feel like there's something that's causing these unusual occurrences?
No, they just happen from time to time. We can't predict them, and they just happen. And in New York City, it's kind of exciting for a change. We do the same thing maybe in Santa Monica Mountains when it snows here. Everyone goes up to see the snow and talks about it. So a similar idea anyway. It's novel as long as it's not dangerous.
Exactly. And that's the key. No one was really hurt, so that's very important. And you're right. It's like when it rains in California, folks in New Orleans are like, really? It's drizzling. Get over yourself, Yes. But so basically you're saying this is just what happens. We don't need to freak out. We don't need to think that there's something happening, on a serious note, like with the climate or, the environment that might cause things to just, Mother Nature to just go wacky.
No, but earthquakes do have this tendency to come in clusters. For example, in New Zealand, they had an earthquake in 2010, and soon after they had one in 2011 that hit right under Christchurch and did a lot of damage, even though it was a smaller earthquake. So another earthquake of a higher magnitude could cause significant damage in New York City to older masonry buildings, maybe older masonry walls, retaining walls.
Turning left on Valley Verde.
Action might cause some foundation settlement or some pipe breaks. There's potential for damage, but you need a stronger earthquake, and hopefully you won't have it.
Exactly. Really quickly, in 20 seconds, if you could, are you worried about, there's always the talk of the big earthquake happening out west and causing a tsunami to just overtake the California coast. Are you concerned about that?
Not so much for earthquakes in California. We don't have too many faults right offshore that would be capable of the vertical displacement to cause tsunamis. So most of the tsunamis that we get concerned about here are due to earthquakes up in Alaska or in Japan that cause tsunamis. So for the most part, those movies you see where they're flooding the Golden Gate Bridge are fiction. And we're more worried about having faults in downtown Los Angeles wreak havoc on the buildings in the city of Los Angeles and neighboring areas.
Yeah, well, let's hope that doesn't happen. Fingers crossed we don't have anything major like that anytime soon or at all. Professor John Wallace, thank you very much for having a very calm conversation about this. Really appreciate you.
All right. My pleasure.
Thank you.
Here, folks across the country right now, we're getting ready to go to prime viewing spots to see Monday's total solar eclipse. But how will the eclipse affect your pets? Studies show that animals do react. So what you need to know to keep them calm.
Valley Verde and Paseo Verde.
Hey, it's Taylor.
April 7th.
We're going to get on the East 215.
It's finally here.
Starting tomorrow at 12 noon Eastern for 1 month.
Sirius XM, Channel 13. Taylor's version.
So as you can see here, this is Saturday afternoon traffic on the East 215. You can see there's a lot of traffic coming the other way, so this thoroughfare has become busier over the years through the growth in our valley. There are plans to make this from 3 lanes into a 4-lane highway all the way down to Lake Beach. So it's going to be a big project coming up here in the next couple of months. They're going to do groundbreaking, I'm going to say in August or September of 2024 of this year. This part of the freeway was installed back in 1996. It started off as a 2-lane highway, and then lanes got added as the valley has grown in the last 25 years. And I did see some preliminary plans and ideas. This Gibson Road interchange here is going to be realigned and redone. There's too much traffic movement on the other side of this where you have the 95 coming in. So this is all going to be 4 and 5 lanes within 5 years. See on the right here, this is the Gibson Road on-ramp. This is going to be all redone because this is too close to the interchange coming up here. It's too much traffic sliding in and out movement. So this interchange here is going to be redesigned, a whole new idea, a whole brand new alignments, more bridges. This was put in 2006, and when they opened it in 2006, it was already obsolete. See, this is kind of tight. You got to be careful here. You can see by the right how many people have hit the median due to rain. Some people don't follow the posted exit ramp speed limits. Instead of doing 40, they want to do 80, and sometimes you get these things that happen here on the right. Now we're going to be getting on the 95. Las Vegas Strip to the left. And we're looking north. That's the Sheep Mountains to the north there. Here we go, it's the 95 north. texting and driving. Oh, cell, no. Okay, I guess we're not going to text and drive at the same time. Good idea. Sunset Road, we're going to take this exit. Sunset Road looking east. And sunset in Gibson. So again, this is the first video using this camera here. I don't know if the image stabilization is on, but there's different software that I'm going to look up online that you can straighten out, stabilize the video. All kinds of technology online these days. So if you enjoyed this video, subscribe to my channel, give me a thumbs up. We have more videos down the road and new driving places. Sunset and East Gate. A lot of industry here. I think Republic Services is around here and several other little places. They do recycling. I think there's an automotive recycle old vehicles. We're going to turn right here on Foster Street, shortcut to the Skyline Casino. Here we are, arrival at the Skyline Casino, hotel and casino. They just built this hotel maybe 3-4 years ago. You up there, buddy? Do not worry, the machines will be there. They've been here for the last 50 years. It's all good. And I park in my favorite spot here, away from the action. I park here at the hotel side. This way I get more walking steps in. And there's the Skyline Casino, and yours truly there. A little dark there, but we're figuring out the exposure and all this stuff. Great. Have a great day. More videos in the near future.